All right, so understand the show within the show and the culture of the show. This show is very different than every other sports talk show for any number of reasons, but most of which, the culture of the show. So for a long time, there's been a website that's been dedicated to covering the show, Stucknut.com. I mean, this goes back at least 20 years, right? And the nut, Steve, who we've met, has done an absolutely amazing job of archiving and chronicling what happens on the show. Adam Hawk, pick him up real quick. Now, I'll be honest. This is the first time I've ever heard of this. I've never really known exactly how the Nut did it, but I've always been under the assumption that the Nut was a one-man band. Stephen H-Town. Is this true? Does he run this site by himself? And it's amazing, right, that I don't even know the answer to this. I just assumed it to be so, and now I'm hearing something to the contrary.
Yeah, he's got partners. Hedstrom Bacon and the Pool Doc.
Hedstrom Bacon. All right, so here's a guy who contributes all the time. Little did I know that he was an insider.
Yeah, it's my understanding that Stucknut is the name of a website and a pseudo company, if you will. And there are three people that work on Stucknut: Stephen H-Town, Pool Doc, and Hedstrom Bacon. They are collectively known as Stucknut, which is a reference to an old commercial on the show. What was it, like if your lug nut is stuck, grab a wrench or something like that?
Right.
Steve told it to me in like some random spot in Texas when we were out there for the Super Bowl.
What they should have done is name that website after another commercial that we had back in the day. Bang.
Right, Bang. So, sorry, I was listening to that commercial. Anyway, so those three guys...
Bang was a pheromone commercial back in the day where some woman came on and was like, bang.
Oh, nice.
And I'm like, yeah, Craig Kitchen made that go away really fast. Anyway.
So those three guys run it, but Steve has been given the title by everyone, including us and including all the people on Twitter. They just call him Stucknut.
Wait, that's not his name?
His name is Steve.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah, the news here is not that Steve's actual name is not Stucknut. I knew that. I didn't know that he had partners and others on the site with him.
Yeah, they host a monthly radio show on Stucknut Radio. Quite good. And then they do a Smack Off after show as well.
All right, so the reason I bring this up is because there's somebody who's on hold right now who is not Stucknut, but he's one of the three, correct?
That is correct, yes. You know him as Pool Doc.
Are you multitasking right now? Am I bothering you, Hawk?
Not at all. It's never a bother. I'm happy to join you on the air at all times.
Yeah, well, it's a bother to me, man. Take your headphones off. Next time I need you, just focus, man. I understand that we're down a man because Chael moved on to whatever it is Chael's doing right now, but when the boss is talking to you, man, just lock in on that. It's only like a minute. It's not that hard. Anyway, point of the story is, all along I've been under the assumption that Stucknut ran that site by himself. I never understood how he ran that site by himself, but I was under the assumption he ran that site by himself. You know how he did that? Because he didn't run the site by himself, allegedly. Let's find out. One of the others, you have Hedstrom Bacon, who tweets all the time, and you have this guy, George, a.k.a. Pool Doc in San Antonio. I can't wait to hear this. George, what's going on?
What's up, Rome? Van Smack, how you doing, brother?
Dude, lay this out for me. Literally, are there three guys running that site? And if so, how long have you been a part of that site?
I've been a part of that site pretty much since the beginning, Rome, somewhere around 2009. And yeah, we help Steve out a lot. He does everything, Rome. As far as getting paid, I hadn't seen a dime, but it's all fun. It's all about the jungle. It's all about you, bro. I just wanted to real quick say that we are going to have our post Smack Off show. And Rome, there's a lot of podcasts, a lot of shows after the shows. And, we usually get the legends and we get the callers from the show, but I like it when we get the clones, bro. I like it when we get never call that have a take, or I don't know if I have a take, but that never call and just hear their opinion about you, about the show. And we've done this for 9 years in a row, brother, 9 years.
So, George, you've been working on that site since 2009. This literally is the first time you've ever called this show.
Yes, sir.
My man. George, how
Van
long?
Smack,
How
the
long?
respect to the jungle that I have is incredible. I'm nervous right now. I just don't want to mess anything up in the jungle.
No, bro.
I don't want to do anything to hurt the show, Van Smack. That's what it is.
Dude, I got you. You sound great. You're awesome. You have nothing to worry about. How long have you listened to this show?
I started on the second Smack Off, Van Smack. I didn't get to hear JT. Of course, I heard that afterwards when I, started doing what we do. But I've been around in San Antonio. We used to get you for 8 hours with the Gorilla, and we would listen to all 8 hours, Van Smack.
Oh, that was so good back in the day. My man Andrew Ashwood would be hooking me up in San Antonio. So, George, if people listening right now want to listen to the post Smack Off show on Stucknut, where do they find it? How do they do it?
Well, Van Smack, we do it through the Periscope app, and we start at the top of the hour to respect your sponsors. So just go to stucknut.com. You'll be able to find it. We'll be everywhere, and we're going to be going until they stop calling, Rome. I'll go 2-3 hours. I'll go as long as they keep calling. They keep wanting to talk about the show. I figured it was a way to come down off the high that is the Smack Off, Rome. So we've been doing this for about 9 years, and we let everybody just come back down and get back down to normal before we send them back home.
All right, so George, who normally calls? Does anybody who calls during the Smack Off call and recap their calls?
Rome, the only one that really haven't had call in was Greg in Vegas. Silk has been a friend of the show for all ever since I've been doing this, Rome. We've had everybody except for you. I've just been too nervous to talk to you, but we've had all the legends have called in. We talked to Trapper Terrence. Terrence was incredible. This is just them being them, and like I said, well, I'd like to those guys driving down to the Hennessy's in Da Point. Man, give us a call. We'll talk. I want to hear what's going on. I wish I could be in SoCal, Rome, but I'll be in H-Town with the Stucknut crew. Even Hedstrom's coming in from up north.
Hey, George, we're talking to George, a.k.a. Pool Doc. Listen, bro, I would love to have you here in SoCal, but somebody's got to run that show. Somebody's got to host that show. Somebody's got to hold it down, so you got to do your thing. So just so everybody's clear on this, you don't need to be in the Smack Off. If you're listening to the program or you have anything to say about the Smack Off and reaction, they should call your show, right? You're talking to everybody.
Rome, I want to talk to the people that never call or just, I want to hear their take, Rome. I love it. It's like kind of like a way to get your message out and not do what I'm doing right now, freaking out talking to the king of the jungle, but I'll take anybody and everybody's call, Rome, and I'll stay on the air as long as they keep calling, brother.
All right, so George, bottom line, who is going to archive this call that you just made for the take box? Is it you, Bacon, or Steve?
It would be Steve, sir.
You got it. Oh, dude, you can't sir me. George, you did it, man. You got the plane down. Rack him. Atta boy, George. Way to be. Way to be. He's been listening since we did it. George did it. He's been listening since the second Smack Off. He's been working on the site since 2009, and they've got a great post show, a great post Smack Off show where some of the legends, a number of the legends have called and participated. Matt in Vancouver's in. At Belligerent Nuck, Matt in Vancouver tweets, "At least Stucknut's helper didn't sound nervous. LMAO. This dude is falling apart." He said it, man. He said, look, I'm nervous. It's fine. It's great. It's awesome. Hey, George, I appreciate you, brother, so much.
Brother.
I appreciate you. I appreciate Hedstrom Bacon. I appreciate Steve-O. I appreciate all the hard work you guys do on behalf of the program. And I appreciate all you clones for having my back, repping the show, doing what you do. At Sando Shuffle tweets, Vinnie Mac thinks that Pool Doc needs a paper bag.
Let's go to Des Moines. Vinnie Mac. Vinnie Mac, what's up?
All those double talking jive turkeys out there, they better watch out because they're going to get their asses ragdolled. And all these Raggedy Ann and Andy's out there. I'm the bottle on the top shelf. I'm the steroid that brought back.
You know what you are, Vinny? You're a mess, man. Man, I wish my man George had called earlier. Like 10 years earlier. I love the Pool Doc. Hey, Steve, way to take all the credit all these years. What's up, bro? I had no idea you had wingmen. Chris and KC tweets, can somebody check the blood pressure on the Pool Doc ASAP? Hey, Steve, you're a legend, bro, but I've been giving you all the credit this whole time. Casey in Boston, holy bleep, someone get George an oxygen tank. Brother, that thing's got to jump today. I got to reset that tomorrow. All right, so Coach K is going to be my podcast guest. Look for that a little bit later on today. My thanks to Craig Berube, Gary Woodland, Chris Harris Jr., and most of all, George the Pool Doc. Good job, George.